Ronnie's really good. He's got an invitational top 8. He's actually absurdly good at limited. That's where his bread and butter is. So he's very happy that the Open's coming to Cleveland. Or excuse me, the Team Limited Grand Prix is coming to Cleveland next year. This is a great start. It's Inventor's Apprentice. It's now a 2-3 because of the Heart of Kieran, as Andersen will draw. Port Town, Reveal an Island. And Chris has a lot of lands in his hand. He does have a Saheeli, though. Ritner looks like he's got quite a few lands in his hand as well. There's the Spire. Toolcraft Exemplar. See if that's going to resolve. Trigger, turn it on, get in for 6.
Love what I'm seeing right now.
These are beatdowns. These are beatdowns. That's how it was meant to be done. Wandering Fumarole, a little slow. Reveal an Island. Saheeli Rai just stinks on this board. You can't even play it.
And we've talked a little bit about this. I think a test for this format for your decks is going to be, do you get on the battlefield fast enough where Saheeli Rai is hard for your opponent to play on an empty battlefield, or empty from their side?
Mm-hmm. Here's a Scrap Heap Scrounger.
And Ritner is passing that test right now.
Oh, yeah. Here's an attack for 3, 7, 8, 9. Andersen's at 3. And we're all done. Chris played no spells.
Yep. Could have cast a Saheeli Rai, I suppose. Decided to take it with him.
That's how it's done in Ohio. That's how
we do it in the land.
He's a Clevelander. He's defending the land right now. What is it? Turn 4? You're
right.
dead.
Oh, Felidar Guardian. That's what you want to. That's what you want to spend your 4th turn on over there.
You are dead. Get that crap out of here with your combo.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, if Andersen had like a shock or something, different story. And I imagine he'll have some after sideboard here in just a little bit. But like, I need to see if this deck can actually pass the test of just what do I want to call it? Ronson Little Card.
They are little cards in that it is not Brazella, so they're normal Magic cards. And then also he's playing with a lot of small creatures.
He is.
So Ronson Little Card is a good deck name.
Ronnie Ritner does win game number 1 here over Chris Andersen. Mardu Vehicles very quickly up a game over Jeskai Saheeli. So Andersen's going to go to the drawing board. And Ronnie Ritner, he's got me off. He's got me off. It's tough when you know people who are playing.
The problem is that, you and I both grew up in areas and at a time where we knew all sorts of people who were really good at draft and were competent beatdown players in Constructed.
Oh, yeah.
Like those in Jersey in the early 2000s, dime a dozen. Find that.
It's like a mirror image of me.
Right, exactly.
Over here.
Yeah.
He'd be playing basically, if I could pick a deck to play in this tournament, it would be the deck he's playing right now.
Right.
Just this is everything I want to do. I just want to see if these Jeskai Saheeli decks are built right and can pass the test. And if they do have their shocks and the Radiant Flames and everything else, and I'm going to lose, totally fine.
Right.
Totally fine. I have no problem with that at all. So we are going to take a look at the sideboards now. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Chris Andersen. 2 Dispel, 2 Negate, 2 Oath of Chandra, 2 Fumigate, 2 Nahiri the Harbinger, Disallow, Skull Whaler's Shot, Fragmentize, Decommission, Dynamo Tower. Talk to me.
Give me that Fragmentize. Give me the 2 copies of Fumigate. Give me the 2 Oath of Chandras. You want to go to Negate? You can if you want to. Not necessary. I think Dynamo Tower is probably great in this matchup too.
4 Fatal Push, 2 Gideon Ally Zendikar, 2 Sky Sovereign Council Flagship, 2 Declaration Stone. A Needle Spire is a shock, a Aether Sphere Harvester, a Key to the City, a Thalia Heretic Cathar.
Take the Thalia, take the shock, take the Needle Spire, give me the 2 Gideons. It's a nice sideboard.
I just got a message from Nick Miller. He's at home sick here this weekend. He said, Ronson Little Card.
Right, yeah.
He's calling it Ronson Little Card. Oh, man. So these two getting ready here for game number 2.
Doing it for the land.
You got to defend the land. You have to defend the land. It's very important. Hey, Spurs are in town tonight. We got to defend the land. Tonight, 8:30, ABC.
Ronnie knows what's at stake.
Yeah.
Ronnie knows.
I know Ronnie wants to get out of here and watch that game tonight, too. So he'll be watching LeBron try to defend the land. He's trying to defend Ohio right now from Chris Andersen. Chris is an intruder on our turf.
From Indianapolis, a border state, I think. Indiana borders Ohio.
Yeah, yes, it does.
I don't know. Once you get west of Philadelphia, I don't know about anything.
Totally. It's just all the same.
It's all the same.
The Midwest is just some conglomerate.
It's all the same, and then you hit the Pacific Ocean eventually.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ronnie Ritner taking a mulligan here. See if he can find 6 that he likes. got to beat down. Down to 6. Going to be tough to beat down on 5 cards.
And you know, I've been in Ronson's position before, and you know what I'm thinking?
What's that?
Well, I was going to lose game 2 anyway.
Totally true.
I'm on the draw. They got sideboard cards.
I'm
like, whatever.
so glad I'm not the only person who thinks that way.
Yeah.
I just want to be on the play for game 3.
This
Don't care.
This mulligan of 5's on the house.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna kick his ribs in when I'm on the play game 3. That's already what I'm thinking about.
That's seriously all I'm thinking every time.
Right.
I'm just on the play game 3. I'm right where I want to be. This is the time to have the mull to 5.
Right.
I don't want to have it for game 3. And Chris's 7 is probably great. He would have beat me if I kept 10.
Right.
So it wouldn't even have mattered. All aggro enthusiasts think the same way. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. If Chris mulligans a 6 game 3, it's basically over.
It's done.
Time for Ryan to scry. Top card to the bottom.
You just not even that. You just draw up your first 3 of your 7.
Keep.
And it's Inspiring Vantage, 3-minute Inspector Shock or something like that. And you're like, we're done.
Yeah.
Why are we even playing? Why are we even playing it out?
Here's a hub for Chris. He'll get an energy. Pass the turn back. Ritner will draw a mountain and a veteran motorist. Vroom vroom. Scry 2. 2 lands. Does he need any of them? He's got a shock in hand, a Thalia. A new vehicle over there, too.
I think the Aether Sphere Harvester.
That's a good card. It's a good card. We haven't seen it all today. It's a good card.
Could be a defining feature of beatdown mirror matches at the minimum.
I think that's a really good card. We'll see it in a little bit here.
You can only play so many vehicles, and a lot of them are very good. So it may end up not hitting because of that. But on rate, it definitely passes. Yeah, and you were in Harness Lightning and Spellclaw. You weren't winning this game anyway. Who cares about mulligan at 5?
Here's the Healy. Use the energy will Chris to cast it. Up to 4. Oath of Chandra on top.
Yeah, whatever. And is his last card? Oh, it's a Skywheeler shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you weren't winning this game anyway.
Perfect time for mull to 5.
Yeah.
Looks like Chris going to put the Oath on the bottom. He wants something better than that. Ritner will draw. Oh, there's Thalia. A little protection against the combo. Andersen's going to scry. Going to leave that top card on top very quickly. An island. And a Skywheeler shot in the main phase, which I like a lot. Scry on top, pass the turn back. Don't get too cute. I like that play by Chris. There's a hub energy on the way here for Ritner. And now the Harvester. Let's take a look at the new vehicle. As Andersen will draw a card. Anticipate is what he left on top. Saheeli going to go up to 6. There's another Harvester.
Some technical difficulties here. 3-5 for 3. Crew 1. Summon. Get 2 energy. Pay an energy against lifelink.
All right. Got it. Technical difficulty solved. Anticipate here from Chris. Oh, it's got 5 toughness.
Yeah.
So much toughness.
Really hard to kill.
Yeah. Andersen will draw Oath.
Don't want to. Not interested in waiting one more turn. Oh no, he doesn't. He does. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, he gets to blink out of land.
Yep.
My bad.
Combo. Sure. Tim Ayton player card. Smart.
Very nice.
Very smart. We're all done. Chris Andersen going to win a game number 2 here over Ronnie Ritner. Jeskai Saheeli, Marty Vehicles, going to game number 3.
Andersen with a Ronson many cards kill.
Should have Ritner in the beach match area more often.
Yep.
He's always doing pretty well at the tournaments anyway.
Has he always called his decks Ronson X?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's great.
That's a staple. That's a staple. That's a Northeast Ohio staple.
Oh, man.
No doubt about it. Take a look at the sideboards here yet again. Okay, so Gideon's I like. Needle Spires I probably like. Harvester, I guess he's got Harvesters in the main. He's got
3 in the main.
Okay.
It's possible he thought Andersen was on some sort of, Jeskai control deck or something where he would just want vehicles in a general sense to protect himself from sweepers, I think, honestly, the card's quite poor in this matchup. It's just not a fast clock, and
life
life gain doesn't matter. So it wouldn't surprise me if Ritner either maybe misevaluated the matchup or maybe thought Andersen was kind of up to something else and going back and cutting those Aether Sphere Harvesters because they were not good in that game.
Andersen, we're going to see the Oaths, the Fumigates probably. Nahiri's pretty good. 9-volt Tower's pretty good. Skywheeler's shot a little more expensive than I would like, I think. 3 mana's a lot.
There's a lot of 3 power. I mean, it is interaction against the best cards. It is on the pricey side, definitely, but I have to imagine Andersen has cards in his deck that are worse, given how many 3 power creatures Ritner has.
Sure. They're getting ready for game number 3. See, they're quick.
Right.
They're quick. Let's do this. We got no time to talk about player slides. None of our weekly sales or regionals. Nothing.
Ritner does not seem like a man who puts on airs.
No. He's a disciple of a name I know most people don't know, Jason Opalka.
Oh, yeah.
The King.
The King.
Going to start things off with a Toolcraft Exemplar. Another Inspiring Vantage, and Heart of Kirin, and in for 3. Andersen down to 17. Andersen draws an Oath of Chandra. Inspiring Vantage number 2, Oath of Chandra number 1. Goodbye, Toolcraft Exemplar. Yeah, the damage from the Oath goes directly to Ritner if he controls a Planeswalker. Hub, an Energy. Follow-up, a Scrounger. Inspector.
For the land.
Yeah. Clue.
Doing it for the land.
Clue plus Crew. In for 4. And go over to Chris Andersen. He'll draw a card, an island.
And again, Ritner has developed a board here on the first 3 turns where Saheeli Rai is unplayable.
Yep.
Big part of all this.
Chris does have Fumigate in his hand if he can ever get to that point. I don't think it's out of the question. I think it'll be tough, though.
Well, the problem is I think he has some trouble with his hand interacting with Heart of Kirin. And if he can't interact with Heart of Kirin, then he has to use his spot removal spells to stay alive, and then how good is your Fumigate?
Ritner picked up a copy of Thalia. He also has a Scrounger. He's going to play Thalia right now. Crew the Heart of Kirin. Yeah, business. Healthy attack for 8. Chris does have a Harness Lightning in hand. Pretty important that he does.
And I think Andersen sort of mulling over the same things I was just describing. How does he not die and still have the Fumigate be as powerful as he needs to be?
Harness Lightning is going to take care of the Scrounger. Andersen's going to take 5. He's going to fall down to 8. Ritner, no land to play. Simply going to pass the turn back. We go back Chris's way. He'll draw a Wandering Fumarole.
So this is lethal on the table that Ritner has because he has 8 in play, and he can get back the Scrounger to crew the Heart of Kirin.
Sure. It's pretty adorable, actually. Well, Oath of Chandra is going to take care of the Thalia. Wandering Fumarole, pass the turn back. Ritner going to untap. He'll draw. Unlicensed Disintegration, I believe. Another Scrounger. Turn on the Heart of Kirin in for 5. Andersen's going to fall down to 3. Andersen will draw. Spartan
And Ritner
Advantage.
did not play the 3-man Inspector.
It's not amateur hour.
Not amateur hour over
No.
here. For the land.
Chris going to go up to 5. Ronnie will draw a Veteran Motorist. Oh, that's Xaxes. Turn it on, +1/+1. We're all done here. Ronnie Ritner going to win this match over Chris Andersen. Mardu Vehicles, finally some beatdowns in this tournament. Gives Chris Andersen his 2nd loss.
No smiles. Everything just went exactly as it should. Logan to 5 in game 2 because it's free. You're gonna lose anyway. Gonna lose anyway.
Because it's free.
Just run him over game 1 and 3, and move on to the next one.